Today we're going to discuss the Teams tab within your OpenCity dashboard. In particular, we're going to do this as an example for Nico's. Now, when you hit the Teams right off the bat, you're going to see this little star. That is your primary team. So if anybody ever sends a text message to your business, it's going to default to the primary team. So that is your most commonly used inbox. And you're going to see which of your members are on the reservations team. Now, OpenCity works in terms of collaborative inboxes. What that means is when a guest messages your business, anybody within that reservations team is going to see the incoming guest message and has the ability to reply to provide the best response time possible. So as you notice on catering, they have less people here. So maybe Tim is not a part of the catering team and you don't want them responding to a guest message. So that's why you add and remove different individuals from the team. So it begs the question, how do you add and remove people to your team? So I'm going to hit the little people button here. It says edit team members. And when I go in, on current team members, I'm going to see a little minus sign to remove and a little plus sign to add. So I'm going to add Matthew to the team. Now these little icons, the A's, the E's, the M's, what that means is an A is an admin, an M is a manager, an E is an employee, and a C is a concierge. That relates to the individual's member level. So I'm going to go back to Teams, since I added the team members there. Now, what if I want to change a team name? So as you notice, I have catering, I have holiday parties. Maybe the holiday is over, and now I just want to call it private events. I simply click the pencil. I'm going to change it to private events. I'm going to update that team, and now it's been updated. Your teams are listed in alphabetical order after the primary team. So you see catering, kitchen, and down here is private events. Now you notice this little switch here. That is a hide and display to guest. So when you have the widget on your website, anything with this on, that means it's displayed to the guest and it's available for your guest to send a message to. Anything that you hide, that means I don't want a guest to message them. It's a private team. I just want to talk internally to those particular individuals. So you see a lock, it's hidden from the guest, and you see it off. So if I turn that off, it switches it to private, and that means I can only do internal messaging. So if I turn it on, now it's going to be displayed and the guest can now message this team. So the reason why you might want to have private teams is if I want to have a kitchen or a managers only team, I invite those particular individuals and it allows me to have internal team messaging between one another without the guests interfering. Now the teams that are public, as you see with it on, it's displayed to the guest, you can still have internal team messages as well within those team members. All you're saying is, do I want to display this team to the guests and let them message them, or do I want to hide it from the guests? That's all you're doing. Now, if I want to delete a team, so if I want to delete the kitchen team, I simply click on the pencil, and rather than changing the name, I hit delete. I'm going to ask you, are you sure you want to delete that team? Now, kitchen was successfully deleted. Now, if I want to add a new team, say, I didn't mean to delete kitchen. Let's recreate it. Hit add new team and simply hit create. We automatically put all your team members on there right away. So you can see they automatically get applied. And then you simply do the add and remove and hit the plus sign to add them on or the minus sign to remove them. Now I'm going to go back to Teams. And down here you're going to see unassigned and invited. If you have anybody that is currently accepted invitation, they're one of your team members, but they're not on any teams, you're going to see them on unassigned. So it's just letting you know, hey, you might want to assign them to a team. Invited people, that means they have been invited, but they haven't yet accepted the invitation. So you cannot have an individual that has not accepted the invitation to join your team to be added to one of these collaborative inboxes. You must wait, and then they're going to pop into the unassigned, and then you're going to add them. Now, as you notice when we created a new team, so I'll just do it one more time. Let's create a general team. Matthew Cinarelli has a C next to his name, so he wasn't automatically added. That means he's a concierge. So we're going to automatically add when you create a new team any admins, managers, and employees but exclude concierge. We want to make sure, are you sure you want to add that concierge to your team? So you have to manually add them to that respective team. And that's it. Now you become a pro within OpenCity.